help me out here. The beauty industry sells us nearly $13 billion every single year in cellulite creams. Okay, 13 billion. If you bought a cellulite cream before, you've contributed to that, and I'm sure that that's money wasted, just went down the drain. You cannot fix a structural issue within the body with a cream. You can't rub some shea butter, some oils, some emulsifiers, and maybe some amino acids in a cellulite cream and expect those to smooth out your skin and to fix the structural issues that lead to cellulite. Hours of cardio won't fix it either. Before we move on, I'm gonna clarify something here. So when you go online and Google how to fix cellulite and blogs like this come up, these are blogs that are designed to make money. They're very well put together. They are sponsored. Every time you click on any of these links here, they are making commissions from you buying these products. They are doing such a good job. It looks like an honest review. You have the pros and you have the cons and you have the testimonials. This is all a business. It's all fabricated. It is all opinion. None of it is based on facts. Even when sometimes you'll see that random link to a study, you got to go deeper. A lot of studies out there are organized and paid for by brands themselves. If you're new here, hello, my name is Nadia double certified skincare expert with nearly 3 decades in the beauty industry, specializing in sensitive skin. I quit corporate America to be the consumer's guide because somebody has got to. I had had enough. I could not keep selling half-truths and fluff that's wrapped in beautiful marketing promises. It just couldn't happen. So I created the beautydoctrine.com, where I curate the very best products that I feel are compatible with human skin for long term. So they're not going to sensitize you. They're free of known carcinogens, hormonal disruptors, irritants, and so on. I'm also curating supplements and other wellness products. You'll find so many resources, including guides, courses. It's all a work in progress. I'm working as fast and as hard as I can to bring you true and unbiased information and recommendations. Now, I work for you, not for any specific brand, so your support will mean everything. So if you can become a beauty insider or a member, any way that you can support the Beauty Doctrine, that's going to help me continue to do the work that I'm doing. Now, back to the topic at hand. Let's talk about cellulite and talk about what works and what doesn't. Let's establish that cellulite is not just a fat problem, so that cardio is not going to help you get rid of it. It is a hormonal and a collagen problem. It's a breakdown of our connective tissues. So I want you to think about our proteins. So those are your collagen and your elastin, as maybe my fingers. And so typically they're nice and tight. They're all connected when we're young. And then there's the fat underneath. And so that tightness kind of gets loose over time with aging and with hormones. And so that tightness starts getting a little bit less and less. So it gets looser. So now what's happening, it's like a fish net. When that net weakens, those fat cells, they swell up and move upwards, creating that appearance of dimples. And this is why a lot of people have cellulite even when they're skinny. So losing weight is not going to make cellulite go away. First things first, why does the net break down in the first place? The reason that cellulite is just a female issue and it only happens in the lower body because this is our storage area for pregnancy. We have double the alpha-2 receptors, which means we have a lot of storage compartments in that area. Our fat cells start storing our excess estrogen, especially towards perimenopause and menopause. With this enzyme called aromatase, they start destroying our collagen and elastin fibers. Third reason is hormone decline. So lower DHEA, low melatonin, low growth hormone, HRT, birth control, menopause, high cortisol, high insulin, all of those are contributing to those hormonal fluctuations that impact that fat storage within the cell. Add to it thinning skin over time. Let's quickly summarize what's happening with normal skin versus skin that's suffering from cellulite. For normal skin, you have that smooth skin surface. Underneath it, a strong and organized collagen and elastin layer, aka the fishnet. Underneath it, you have an even fat layer beneath. And then you have muscle underneath it all, which tends to be much firmer and denser when we're younger. Now, with cellulite, we have the fishnet, which loses integrity, hence those fat cells bulge up. Alpha-2 receptors in lower body fat cells keep them on storage mode. The aromatase converts testosterone into estrogen locally in fat and skin cells, even after menopause, keeping collagen breakdown going. Then you have estrogen excess, which doesn't just damage collagen, it shrinks our fibroblasts, so you can't rebuild that easily. Cortisol starts breaking down our muscle, causing that muscle atrophy. Insulin keeps those fat cells large. All right, let's talk about lifestyle practices that can help you improve the look of that cellulite. The first one, this is the most important, and I think that's the one that made the biggest difference for me personally, is to build muscle. So starting at sometimes late 30s, early 40s, we're also different. We start experiencing that subtle muscle loss, sarcopenia, and that's because of the decline of those hormones, and I can see it. It's been so hard to build muscle, but once I got there, then I started seeing so much less of that dimpling. The front of my thighs is literally devoid now of cellulite, so I know that works. But that's not the only thing. Like I was explaining, I take DHEA, I've been taking collagen, I've been paying attention to my diet, protein, that type of thing. So I think all of it combined helps strengthen that collagen and elastin matrix and reduce that dimpling as you're tightening that skin. So you want to tighten the skin itself, you also want to tighten that muscle, evening out those structures. The most effective exercises are going to be the ones that work on your quads, your big muscles, lunges, squats. Retro walking helps with those glutes and hip thrusts. Make room for some high intensity exercise because that's what's going to release that growth hormone. Don't do too much of it, so I do a few jumping jacks in the morning, taking into account the fact that I'm perimenopausal. I try not to put too much stress on my body, and so for high intensity I limit that to maybe 1 or 2 minutes a day. And of course, you have to find the sequence, the intensity, and the duration that works for you. Next one is very important, and that is lymphatic flow. So you want to improve that lymph with massage. You can do rebounding, walking after meals, and the most beneficial one that I personally found and that a lot of my clients found is the use of a sauna blanket regularly. And I'm not talking the walk-in sauna, the infrared saunas, because that way you're exposing your face to a lot of heat, which can age the skin. It can trigger pigmentation. I love a sauna blanket. You just zip it up and you sit there for 20 minutes and you are melting that fat. You are detoxifying. It helps your liver, it helps your entire system, it helps you glow. It's going to help with that cellulite. To continue to promote that detoxification, you got to practice some intermittent fasting, even if it's just 1 day a week. That's going to promote autophagy, and that is the recycling of all the misfolded proteins, so you get rid of the bad stuff, you're taking out the garbage. So important for the body to be able to repair. And that also helps stimulate growth hormone. Next is topical stimulation. So I have a copper body brush that I use. I have a body gua sha. If you want to step it up, you can do one of those massagers, smoothing things down. Step up from this is the body microcurrent, because that adds that element of electric stimulation. Lastly, I would say using red light therapy on the area can be a great help, because that enhances hydration, it enhances mitochondrial energy, healing of the skin, and so on. I'll have links to all of this in my cellulite guide, but what I'm trying to emphasize here, you don't have to go out and buy all of them. You can start slow. So start with the dry brushing or the body gua sha, one or the other, and then add a physical tool. So whether it's an inexpensive massager, or if you want to invest a little bit more, you can do the body toning device. But I recommend red light for pretty much everybody, because that's essential for your facial rejuvenation, for your hair growth. So by now, everybody should have a red light panel. Some people resort to dermal filler. Not a fan. It fills those dimples, but it tends to be a temporary solution and it moves. It's more of a hassle, I feel. Laser can be a lot more effective. There is a specific laser called Cellulase. They insert it under the skin and it starts melting those bands. as well as the fat, which will render that smoother appearance. Studies show so much more satisfaction from subcision like Selfina. That's when they make small incisions and insert a needle that breaks down those bands, releasing that tightness to soften the look of cellulite. Any dermatological treatment that you get is going to require maintenance, and it can all add up. There's no better way than those daily practices. You will see results. I've seen them, and I'm sure you can if you're consistent and apply the right lifestyle habits, pay attention to your supplements, and keep up with that massage. You'll be surprised the results you'll see when you consistently massage, and of course when you start building that muscle. And speaking of muscle, ensure proper hydration while you're building the muscle, and taking creatine. It's been a game changer for me. And of course my favorite one you'll find on thebeautydoctrine.com. And there's one topical cream I would recommend. It's not on my website because I vet every ingredient and I have very, very stringent criteria. And so if there's a single ingredient that doesn't meet my criteria, the product doesn't qualify to be on the Beauty Doctrine. But you want a dim cream, because dim cream is what's going to also help you metabolize that excess estrogen that's trapped in the cells. And so that can help to a certain extent. It's not going to get rid of that cellulite, but it can help if your issue is the excess of estrogen in your fat cells. I found one on Amazon and I will link it in the description below. For my cellulite guide, just comment reset and I'll be happy to send it to you. Also, let me know, do you have cellulite? Have you done anything that's worked for you or not? Let us know. It's so helpful to everybody in our community to learn from each other's experiences. Until the next video, be well, be safe, be beautiful, take care.